I'm Andrew Colonna. I'm number 54 on the Exton Kings. I'm the enforcer of the Exton Kings. Defensive player I like playing with the most is Jay Breslin, because when me and him are out there, no one really wants to touch the puck. And if Jay goes to hit him, they move out of the way, setting me up for a big hit.
I like playing with Billy Gaffney because he's living the American dream. Adam was my defensive partner this year. He was really good. He made a lot of good passes, and he always backed me up when I had a forecheck.
I also enjoyed playing with Tucker King because he had a lot of heart, and he never stopped whenever whenever he would go up and do a one-on-one battle. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing with Tucker King because he's a really hard worker. He never gives up. Even though he's not really a big guy, he's not afraid to get hit.
Say the player I enjoy playing with most definitely has to be Brandon. He's probably the reason we've won a lot of our games.
Brandon is probably the player that I most admire on our team. I really like playing with him because I think of everybody on our team, he has the best work ethic. He's improved drastically since the beginning of last season to now. I'd say he's one of the best goalies in the league, and he keeps us in every game, so I really like having him in net for us.
My favorite player would have to be Andrew Colonna because he gets in a lot of fights every game, and he usually gets a penalty every game, which is pretty funny. He really, one thing I like about him though is he really works hard on the back check and stuff like that.
Aaron's probably one of the best kids that can skate the puck up that I know. He's got really good hands.
I like Exton Kings because he's good at fighting and he's working hard all the time, but he don't come press all the time. But it's okay. But I still love him.
Really enjoyed playing with Oliver. He's been a goal machine for us this year. Scored basically most of our goals.
I like playing with Mike Trevelise because he's a hard worker and he never gives up on the play.
I love playing with Murph too because he's someone who gives it his all every single shift, and he's always out there, killing himself trying to get the puck or trying to make sure someone else doesn't. He works real hard, and I love that. So he's probably a person I really admire on our team too.
Two kids I really enjoyed playing with this year were Matt Cassidy and Eric Graff. They both were a lot of fun in the locker room, and Eric wanted me to say him, so I'm going with him too.
Thomas Fisher has also been another great player to play with this year. I've had the pleasure of having him on my line for most of the season, and while I've played with him, I feel like myself I've gotten to be a better player, and I feel like he's gotten to be a better player. No matter what anyone says to him on the bench, when he messes up, he keeps his head up and goes out there and plays his hardest.
A player I really liked playing with this year was probably Eric Graff because he's just a really smart player. He always knows where to be. He always makes good passes, and he was pretty much on my line pretty much all year. And he's a good guy, and he's a fun player to play with.
John Braz is a big part of our defense, and last season he was injured for a little while, but he came back, and since then he's been at every game, working hard. He has a wicked shot from the blue line, and he puts some people down too. He's a tough player. Really like having him on the team.
I have a favorite player. I like everyone on the team, and I was on the AA team and I came back, and they all accepted me back. So that's one of the main reasons I like them. They all work hard and they're all really nice people. So
Kohlhoff is probably one of my favorite guys on the team. He's just a goofy kid, and he got injured earlier in the season. He broke his arm, and then he came back. I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks after he came back, he broke his same arm again, and that sucks. He's out for the rest of the season, but he always works hard when he's here, and he's always someone who's going to get in the other team's head and annoy him and just be an agitator. And I love Kohlhoff.
I like playing with Kyle Misher. He's a nice second prodigy of Kelowna to have. He's a good hitter. He works really hard. Sometimes he doesn't get those goals in on the fish in the hole, but he's a pretty good player.
The term fish has been used a lot on our team this year. It basically fills in for any vulgarity. We have it named on our power play too. One of our power plays was originally called Fox in the Hole, but everyone protested to have it named Fish in the Hole.
I like most about Coach Perry would have to be that he really pushes us, especially me during practice. I had to do everything. He doesn't give up on us. He makes sure we play hard. He's taught us a lot of new stuff over the 2 years that I've been here, and I've really enjoyed playing for him.
I think Coach Perry is probably one of the smartest guys when it comes to hockey. Like knowing, he knows every single set, like all the setups and all that type of stuff. He's just he's really good when it comes to that type of stuff, and he works really hard in practices and in games. He makes sure if you're not working hard, he gets on you. And
I like Coach Perry because you get to mess with him. He knows what he's talking about. It's pretty fun to annoy, and he runs the most complex drills ever in practice. The only coach that I know that really has plays for hockey. This year was like probably the funnest team I've ever played on.
And one thing I like about Coach Perry, or my dad, is that he makes a really good spaghetti dinner.
This was a really great year. Thanks, Coach Perry and Coach McGarvey.
Oh yeah, I was drying my pads out in the fire.
Why were they frozen?
Because I left them outside and it rained and then froze and it was a giant icicle. And then I left them in the fire by accident. And now this is what's left.
Andrew, that's not good to have.
You quiet back there!